Hey everyone, it's Crystal Neath, your intuitive tarot reader with your May 10th, 2019 daily tarot reading. In this reading, I'll be picking up on the overall energy for the day for everyone watching. So I always hope these messages resonate with you. Please make sure that you hit that bell button if you are watching from YouTube. That way you are the first notified whenever these videos come out, so you don't forget to watch them in the morning or at night whenever you decide to watch them. Someone suggested that I face the cards towards you all, how I read them. And I will do that as much as I can remember to. But most readers, they face the cards towards them because they're the ones reading it. It's kind of like, it's nice if you could read a book upside down, but it's a little bit easier to read it facing you. And I know that kind of sounds weird, but when you read cards, it's just easier that way. But for you all, I am going to try to do it this way just to see if it makes it a little bit easier for you to understand or to see. So with that being said, we have the Ace of Cups upright. We have the Page of Cups upright, and we have the Strength in reverse, okay? So definitely a lot of water energy today. And when I say water energy, I mean emotional energy, intuition, being very intuitive, ruling things more so with your feelings, that type of energy whenever we see the water. Water is also ruled by Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now, when I say that, you all, it doesn't mean that this energy is only going to be felt by the water signs at all. It just means that that's the overall vibe. A lot of water energy is definitely present here today. So with that being said, the Ace of Cups being the first card out, beautiful, beautiful energy. The Ace of Cups is an energy of getting an emotional reset, which I'm sure we need by the end of this week. It's been a bit back and forth, I guess you could say, with this energy that we've been dealing with this week. A lot of unexpected things. I don't think it's been the smoothest week, to say the least. So the Ace of Cups towards the end of the week is a beautiful card because it speaks about emotional renewal and a gift being gifted to you that kind of makes you feel new again when it comes to how you emotionally process the world. Now, the Ace of Cups too can be a new lover coming in, because the Ace of Cups is something unexpected, new, that brings some type of happiness or joy to your life. So it's always a very positive card of oneness when you see the Ace of Cups, and also reminding you to become one with those people who you really love or care about, or finding the oneness within strangers. I think that's a lot of the times our issue in our society. We try to find every reason to discriminate against one another versus finding what actually connects us all, which is true positive energy. Okay, so the next card that we have is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a young, emotional water sign, just very loving, a lot of hugs, a lot of kisses, but also a lot of emotional temper tantrums, because the Page of Cups is a child essentially a lot of the times. So it's still trying to figure out its way throughout the world, and who loves me and what is love and how do I value love. But anytime I see the Page of Cups too, it makes me think of like a young musician. Like, I always like this energy because it's like, don't forget to listen to the music. Don't forget to do something artistic, do something that really makes you feel alive, because the Page of Cups is just very expressive with their emotions. So yes, in one sense, in a positive way, express your emotions, especially if it's to someone who you care about, and that energy can be reciprocated by that person. And it's not just, oh, I'm spreading out my love to somebody who's never shown me any signs that they love me too. But also the Page of Cups is saying, try not to be overly expressive when it comes to your emotions in a negative sense, because the Page of Cups, like I said, is still a young water sign. So we've seen water signs that throw temper tantrums. It's not a pretty thing, and you have to be careful, specifically because we have the Strength card in reverse. So whenever the Strength card is in reverse, the Strength card, first off, is about self-care, patience, loving from your heart center, being open, being understanding, finding the positive in situations versus the negative. The strength card is all about trusting the process and being patient with yourself and being nice to yourself. It is self-care. And when the strength card is in reverse, it could be losing patience. Yes, some of you could be losing patience with your children. Some of you could be at a position to where when the strength card is in reverse, you see people a bit more irritable because we already have this young, a mature king of cups, an older person is not going to necessarily get mad so quickly when teenagers are, in the mall doing something that they shouldn't be doing. They're kind of just going to ignore it or maybe pull them to the side or something like that. But a water sign, a young water sign might say, hey, shut up. And then boom, there goes a fight. Boom, there goes some type of altercation that you really didn't need. So whenever the strength card is in reverse, it says be kind and gentle to yourself. You should be doing nothing but loving yourself every single day. You get up, you go to work, you shower. Some people can't even do that, and I'm not laughing or joking, but some people deal with deep depression to where they can't even get out of bed and shower. So the fact that you have been getting up and staying resilient throughout this time and having strength in every move that you make, no matter what life throws at you, shows how resilient and beautiful and unique that you really are. Nobody is you, and I think we forget that. It's like, oh yeah, we're all humans, whatever. But it's like, do you know how amazing that is that no one is you? No one can love like you love. Nobody can word things the way you word them. And I think that once we start giving ourselves some better credit instead of, sometimes we're overtly critical of ourselves, then things can be a lot smoother. The strength card is also ruled by Leo. So when it's in reverse, if some of you are in relationships with Leos, just kind of watch their temperament today. Or if you're friends with a Leo, because the strength card is in reverse, which can show impatience, losing patience, especially with emotionally immature people or situations. Okay. So you all, that is the overall vibe for today. If you ever need to get a personal reading with me, you can always do so by emailing me at crystalneath@gmail.com. Besides that, have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow as always.